Okay, so hello everyone. Once again, we are here for one of the very exciting topic of the present era. The Donald Trump president being recently acquired Venezuela's president, and then he's demanding for Greenland. So we will be talking about the whole scenario, why this is happening, from oil to ice. The big shift. This title is not symbolic. It is a structural. It captures a real transformation in how global power is organized, from oil-based dominance to archaic and mineral-based dominance. This is not about Trump alone. This is about how the US reposition itself as the nature of power itself begin changing. The real question now, no one asked. Most people saw Venezuela and Greenland as unrelated events, but they were never isolated. They were part of a single strategic shift. Not ideology, not impulsiveness, but a change in how power itself is structured. This is where serious political analysis begins. Why Venezuela actually mattered? Venezuela was never just about a regime change. It was about who controlled the old foundation of power. Historically, oil meant economic growth, military strength, global influence. Venezuela was one of the last major pressure points of the oil-based world order. Venezuela holding the present to avoid decline. Trump's Venezuela policy followed classical realism. Power is material, resources create influence, rival must be blocked early. The real threat was not socialism. It was China and Russia embedding themselves inside the US strategy backyard. This was about preventing rivals from locking control over the old power system. The deeper strategic shock, even while fighting over oil, US planners saw something alarming. Oil was losing its ability to guarantee dominance. And that triggered a dangerous question. If oil is no longer the base of power, what replaces it? That question pulls strategy northward. Why the strategic gaze moved to Greenland? Greenland is not valuable because of people, it is valuable because of the future possesses through it. It sits at the intersection of resources changes, geographic change, military change. Trump calling it a real estate deal was a crude language, but the strategic logic was real. From oil to mineral, the new power currency, future power depends on the rare earth, critical metals, possessing control. These are needed for missiles, satellites, AI, renewable grids, mineral, and now matter more than oil. This is a fundamental shift in the power is produced. China's silent leverage, China dominates rare earth processing. That creates technological dependence, military vulnerability, strategic exposure. This is more dangerous than oil dependence ever was. Greenland offers the West insulation from that risk. Climate change, geopolitical itself. Classical geopolitical assumption, geography was fixed. Climate change destroyed that assumption. As Arctic ice melt, now sea routes open. Asia-Europe distance shrink. Old checkpoint loses exclusivity. Geography is no longer stable. It is strategic again. The Arctic is the new heartland. Mackinder once said that heartland decides power. Today, the Arctic decides connectivity. Greenland becomes a gateway, a circulation hub, a strategic pivot, and in geopolitics, connectivity is power. Military logic acting before encirclement. Reality today, Russia reopening Arctic bases, China recalling itself near Arctic, missile defense and space tied to geography. Greenland is not reaction, it is a preemptive positioning. Security is always cheaper when done early. Institutions follow power. The Arctic Council shifted from environment to strategy. 2019 US Arctic strategy openly speaks about green power competition, great power competition, strategic presence, freedom of navigation. The Arctic is no longer neutral space. Power has formally arrived there. Why Trump looked erratic, but wasn't Trump flaw was style, not strategy. He said openly what other hide diplomatically. History shows Alaska was mocked, space was ignored, Suez Canal was underestimated. Early movers are always ridiculed until proven right. What this reality revealed, Trump action against power is moving north, resources are changing form, geography is fluid again. This was not expansion, it was anticipation. That is how serious state behaves when the system shifts. From controlling the present to controlling the future, the US did not shift from Venezuela to Greenland randomly. It shifted from controlling the present to controlling the future, from oil to ice. That is the real story. History does not punish early actors, it punishes late ones. So, from this, I conclude with this discussion. I hope you like the perspective, which is nobody is talking about it. If you like it, please share it with others and do subscribe to our channel if you haven't. Thank you so much.